Action. Let's just move the camera a bit just so that light's out of the way. And here we are. Hey, how's it going, everybody? DMTombstone Belt here. 1 second, folks. Camera's looks a little fuzzy. Ah, there we go. Yeah. The camera's always acting up all fuzzy and stuff. Hey, guys, how's it going? It's DMTombstone here again with the 50th episode of DMTombstone Live. If you guys didn't know, yesterday I uploaded a video to my channel of a package I got from Hassan's Belts. And if you guys don't know, well, I wanted to show it to you guys. I got this bad boy. You guys don't see? It's the WCW World Heavyweight Championship from 1991 to 1994. I think it was made by Reggie Parks. I'm not quite sure. I mean, I know some people have done videos about this. But it came out in 1991. At that time, when Ric Flair was the champion, back in those days, champions put a deposit down to hold the belt. And the day he was told to drop the belt, a friend of his, or was told by the promoter to drop the belt. Apparently, he put a $25,000 deposit on the belt, and he wanted to get his deposit back since he was no longer going to hold the title, and he refused. So instead, he decided he wasn't going to drop the title, and then he moved to WWF, but he also had the the big gold belt. So obviously, with WCW without the title, they had to think of something real quick, and therefore, I think Lex Luger was going to be the world champion, and they didn't have a belt ready for him because they're ready to get this belt. Yeah, I think there was only like 5 people that had this type of belt. It was Sting, Luger, uh, Vader, Ron Simmons before Flair came back and unified this with the big gold belt. Yeah, I got this title, and I gotta say, it looks beautiful. Yeah, let's see if this thing works. But yeah, so I'm really enjoying this belt, and plus two, I got some custom side plates as well. Now I got both the custom side plates on the Intercontinental title. They look absolutely great. The guy did send me screws. Only there was a little bit of a problem. The screws. I mean, don't get me wrong. The screws would look perfect for these plates, especially putting them on. Only problem was he only sent the one part of the screws. Usually, it should have a little connection. Because the Chicago screws I have are just a tad bit too wide for those screws, and it won't fit. It may just like slide right out. I mean, that's the case if I want to just put them on display, but most people want to have the plates screwed on nice and good. That's why I had to widen the holes and make custom, holes for the belts themselves for the plates to fit. But if I ever gonna get more side plates, I'm gonna talk more about it to Hassan for it. Because I believe, I mean, then again, he's a great guy. I'm giving him his best. I feel like many times I try to tell him something, it seems like he's just a little off. And I did tell him about moving the holes in the plates a little bit over, more closer together, because the hole set for the straps, like on the plate for the belts, it's just like a centimeter too wide. He has it set. It's set a millimeter too wide. I'm gonna just pause that for a minute. Yeah, I was just gonna watch some show. Yeah, and yeah. So, but I know there's many things like with Hassan. He's a great guy. I'll give it that. He does a great job with these belts. I mean, as well. I know there's a couple things missing from this belt I have right here. A, it's missing the logo plate and it's missing a gold tip. But that was my bad. I'll give him that. Hassan, that is my bad. I wish because I gave him a picture of a belt that I wanted, and it wasn't a full picture because it only was showing the 5 side plates. It didn't show the gold tip and it didn't show the WCW logo plate. That's my bad. I'll give you that. But Hassan, when it comes to the side plates, they're great side plates. I'll give you that. I haven't used the other ones on the world heavyweight title. I mean, as of right now, I'm using the stock screws for these for the plates because I don't have the right size Chicago screws at the moment, so the plates could stick on there. But I see that these plates are maybe just a tad like a millimeter too big. Because if you guys don't know from the side, the bottom parts of these plates are sticking out because the fact is they just don't fit quite right. So I think it's just that the plates are just a little bit too big. Just a, I mean, maybe a slight adjusting, and maybe it may fit. But yeah, I see the fact that it's maybe just a millimeter too big. That's just the only thing. But it's still, I still use them. They're still great plates. I mean, it could just be the fact I don't know what it is, but yeah, my own custom. Now I got my own custom side plates on this belt. I was going to put this on my undisputed title, but then again, they weren't fitting there as well, and I didn't like them to stick out as much as they would be like on this big gold. So I decided to just leave them on the world heavyweight title, and two, they look a lot better like that. I do know I'm gonna probably get more side plates because after all, I still got the red universal to get for that one, and as well that undisputed. Still gonna talk more discussions with Hassan with that, try to get it down perfectly because it seems like little tweaks here and there, and we get them down right. I mean, I don't know why the Intercontinental fits perfectly compared to these belts. Then again, I think because the Intercontinental belt is a different, something with the dimensions that it's much different. But yeah, I say I'm now doing good with the WCW collection because now I got a WCW tag, WCW US, WCW television, and now the WCW World Heavyweight. Obviously, I know there's a couple more on the list, like the cruiserweight title. The I think there's other WCW titles. I mean, maybe like the old school television title and the big gold. Obviously, the big gold is the one on my list as well. But I do know I want to replace that television title because that's really a crappy version of the title. But gotta say, nothing wrong with this World Heavyweight Championship, and definitely a great title. And I think when this title came about, the ECW World Heavyweight Championship, I don't know if it looked like the one that we all know of, but obviously, and of course, the Winged Eagle was still around at the time. But yeah, this title particularly was more thoughtful for the fact that it was held by Ron Simmons, the first African American World Heavyweight Champion, as far as I know, because they were saying he is the first African American World Heavyweight Champion. Before The Rock, Mark Henry, Booker T, like yeah, Booker T became like I think the second known for being the African American WCW champion. And I say this is a great belt, and it does make me feel like I'm holding a winged eagle beside like because of these plates, and I can see why I may say this is a Reggie Parks type of belt design. because the plates themselves look like a. I mean, because Reggie Parks was known for the winged eagle, so yeah, he definitely had to do something with this version of the belt. But yeah, I gotta say this belt does look good, and it feels good on the waist too. And I say Hassan does real good, especially with that curve. I mean, you can see the curve on the camera. Yeah, so it's a great belt. So I say, guys, shout out to Hassan's belts on Facebook. Just if you're looking for a quality belt like him, and especially for cheap, so you don't have to spend thousands of dollars on like on those big ones like Classic Shields or some of those other ones. I think like Great Custom Belt. No, like Great Custom Belts does a great job too. I wouldn't mind trying to hit them up as well for a belt. See how well they do. But yeah, great world title. I definitely enjoying it, and it's nice quality leather too. There, just folds up perfectly. Look at that, how perfectly it folds up. It's a great belt. Like compared to like the tag, the big green, and the TNT, it's it's another one of the greats belts I have from him. And I think I still got one more coming. I just don't know when. I'm chatting up with another guy about it. But yeah, I'm saying this because then now I'm at 42 belts. I mean, wow, damn, 42 belts. The number of belts is more than my age. I know there's people out there that probably have more belts than me, like Pez. He's got like around over 50 belts. For him, because one, most of those belts are from like from the territory days of like Mid Atlantic or AWA. Those I don't have. Like NWA stuff, I don't mostly get those. I'm mostly starting the collection from like ECW, WCW, and of course WWF and WWE. And I'm starting to work my way to get into AEW as well. And I got one AEW belt. Yeah, but one AEW belt. I know I'm gonna get another one. I'm definitely gonna try to get the collection there going. And is W and yeah, I know I'm gonna still continue to collect WWE belts because I know there's still more on the list to get now, like the new NXT title. 'Cause I don't know what you're thinking about. What about the 2.0 title? You didn't get that one. Well, I know sometimes I skip a belt here and there. I didn't even get the UK tag titles, and they're not even on WWE Shop anymore. There's the Radar Spinner. I missed that one. Uh, Problem is, I don't want to get another spinner belt and try to restone that sucker, and I don't even know where to put it. Then, of course, there's the what else is there? Well, yeah, of course, there's the Ruthless Aggression tags, like the Raw and SmackDown tags. I know I want to get to those too, including with the newer ones today. Basically, the WWE and Raw World Tag titles, the current ones. But like I said, it takes through time. I'm not gonna get them all right away. 'Cause I know the collection's far from over. Only thing is, eventually gotta learn to slow down and stop because I'm already running out of space to where I already got the belts on my bed right there, where this one resides. Before I had to make a lot of moving around to do. To the point I even have to hang up the UK title on the wall next to the homemade belts. Won't be long till it won't be long till I gotta start hanging belts on the doors or somewhere where they can fit. Let me move some of these pictures around. Be right back for a second, guys. Give me 1 sec. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah. Just had sorry about that, folks. Yeah. So, yeah, as far as I know, that's all that's been happening this week. I just gotten the new WCW title along with those new side plates, and huh. Why is it always doing this? Trying to watch a show and then it shows a red screen. Yeah. Hold on one second. Did I get anything else coming? Yep. Of course, tonight's NXT, and I finally get a chance to watch that. Last few times I just had to watch the recap. Yeah, that's thanks to Xfinity for that one. You have to be on in-home Wi-Fi for certain channels, and apparently the CW is one of them. Stupid. What you know? There we go. But yeah. For anyone that's just joining the live stream, I was talking about what recently happened yesterday. If you guys didn't check my channel, I have unboxed a package from Hassan's Belts. He sent me a WCW World Heavyweight Championship and it's a couple side plates for my belts, and it was a great thing he did. If you guys don't know about it, it's about my live stream. If you're just joining me, this is my 50th live stream I've done. And every live stream I say, it's always been unsanctioned, uncensored. Anything that happens, happens. Just gotta make sure to try to keep it family friendly. Now I'm getting thirsty. I'll be right back, guys. Feel free to leave a comment below. And I'll get back to it. Sorry, guys, I'm back. Yeah, so if you're on just part of this live stream, we'll talk about as well. So here's what I got in the mail: WCW World Heavyweight Title. It's a great big belt. I mean, it's a great belt. I love the concept. I love the design. Best quality belt I got from Hassan Belts. So I give a shout out to Hassan Belts. If you guys want a wrestling belt or any particular belt for your collection for great quality like this, but not with the great, but not with like the biggest price, like over like for like classic shields, you have to spend like over $1,000 for a belt. If you want something that's just about as good as a replica, if not yet on great quality leather than that, and for a cheap price from nearly like 200 to 300, maybe even $400, check out Hassan Belts. He does great job, a great quality, great leather work. I praise him. I got This is my fourth belt I got from him, and go and check him out. But yeah, I don't know about NXT tonight. Or at least we're able to watch that because the past few times I couldn't able to. And obviously Monday Night Raw last night, we seen doing more stuff for WrestleMania. We now know it is a triple threat match: Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky for the World Heavyweight Championship. So I predicted that. I also predicted about the Intercontinental title on the line, but it wasn't a triple threat match like I expected. It's actually a fatal four way, adding Dominic Mysterio to the mix. Now with Dominic Mysterio in there, it makes me question my outcome because I was thinking Penta may have won. But there's a because I already know Braun Breaker ain't gonna walk out of WrestleMania as Intercontinental Champion, as far as I know. If I believe it's gonna be either Penta and now probably possibly Dominic, because I feel like they're setting him up to make him to be like the new leader of the Judgment Day, especially if he's got Liv Morgan on his side. So yeah, I think they're setting up for the fact that Bella's gonna turn on the, or is gonna be kicked out of the Judgment Day by with Dominic and Liv running it. Basically leading all three original Judgment Day members to be gone off the Judgment Day. And I do believe there was another matchup set at WrestleMania. I just don't remember what it was, but more setting up for like the matches that last night were pretty good. Bailey fighting uh, Valkyria for the Intercontinental Championship. It was a great match. Of course, all the setups for like Cody and Cena, and of course Gunther and Jey Uso. And I do believe we're seeing a form of Jey Uso that obviously no one has seen in a little. I mean, has no one has seen. But we do know he is ticked off about what happened with him and his brother. And it's the fire in Jay that Gunther brought out, and I'm pretty sure he made a mistake doing that because now I feel like Gunther's finally going to get his ass kicked, and he's finally going to lose that World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania. And let's see what else was there. I think that's pretty much it. I mean, of course, setting up they're gonna. Oh yeah, another match happening at WrestleMania. I think I swear I saw on Monday Night Raw. It's gonna be Rey Mysterio versus uh that El Grande Americano, which I'm pretty sure everyone knows. It's Chad Gable under a mask. They could claim it or anything they want to, but it's literally Chad Gable under a mask. I feel like they're gonna set up to where they take the mask off him and then find out, oh, it's Chad Gable the whole time. Yeah, everyone knows what that's gonna be. I may do this for another like 5-10 minutes, depending on how I want to do things. Yeah, so yeah, just bored here, and I think that WrestleMania is coming up pretty soon. At least I'll have time off and able to watch it. But yeah, I don't know. It doesn't seem a lot to talk about, but as well, my upcoming stuff like NXT, we'll see Ricky Saints, or formerly known as Ricky Starks, now as the new NXT North American champion. I think tonight we're gonna see more. I think a tournament of stuff running to see who's gonna be the next NXT Women's North American Champion since Stephanie Belcaire had to relinquish that title. It's funny because I never think that they did it like how it would be for Keith Lee, how they're able to defend both titles at least. She defended both titles at least on one night, but obviously it'd be kind of hard, difficult to defend both titles. I apologize about those folks, but yeah. But obviously for her to relinquish the title and then just be the NXT Women's title, I mean, at least she didn't relinquish the NXT Women's title. That's one thing. I mean, if you have the if you have the world title, then the mid card belt, you want to discard the mid card belt since you're already a world champion. I mean, you have to be an idiot to discard the world title, even though you just won the damn thing. And of course, tonight I think we have the NXT champion Oba Femi along with Trick Williams and LeVar Evans taking on that new group that's basically a knockoff version of the Shield. I mean, I don't really care much about their names. I mean, I know that I forgot the names, but it's because it just to me they look like Shield 2.0 or Shield Light, as some people would say. Yeah, let's see them and that. But anyway, I know because they're building up for Stand and Deliver, and that's gonna be a great show. But yeah, I think that'll be it. So okay, we're reaching the 2 minute warning now. Yeah, and of course about what's gonna happen for SmackDown. I mean, obviously as well, we know there's gonna be a U.S. title match at WrestleMania, LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu. Huh. I don't know. I don't think what else is there. Anything new in that? Yeah, well, I'm gonna probably do the outro right now. So I hope you guys enjoy this live stream as much as you're all here for it. Uh, anyway, make sure you like it if you do. Uh, as well, check out my main channel. Now, 421 videos there. The most recent one about the WCW World Heavyweight Title I just unboxed, along with the side plates I got from Hassan's belts. And like, share, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. It really does help me out. And plus, two, I'm getting close, guys. I'm about 20 away from 700 subscribers. Also, follow me on my social media, like on X at DMTombstone96, and as well on Instagram at DME96, where I posted pics about where I post pics and I post stuff there usually sometimes before I do a video on YouTube. Anyway, I'm DM Tombstone Belts, and for DM Tombstone Live, signing out. See you guys next time.